Hi everyone, I'm Gina, and come with us on our trip to Beijing. After a 5-hour train ride, we were starving, so we got some jjajangmyeon as a little pre-dinner snack. It's one of Beijing's signature dishes, and it's basically fermented soybean sauce with noodles and other toppings. We also got some Beijing yogurt. It also started to rain, and it ended up raining for the rest of the night. We started off the day by going to the Summer Palace. It's a very expansive park, so we just walked around, took some pictures, and admired the architecture. From here you can see the Kunming Lake and the 17-hole bridge. We went to this restaurant called A Taste of Taiwan. This was a papaya passion fruit salad. We also had 1 cup chicken. This was all in Taikoo Li Sanlitun, a mall that we went to many times, as you'll see. For dinner, we tried crab roe xiaolongbao, or soup dumplings. Honestly, it just tasted like regular xiaolongbao. The next day, the weather cleared up so much. It was so beautiful. Everything looked straight out of a Studio Ghibli film. We decided we wanted to get haircuts, so we headed over to Sanlitun to find a hair salon. Walking around the mall, we also thought it was a good chance to try Luckin Coffee. We met up with Anthony's aunt for lunch, and it had these unique fusion dishes. Anthony's grandma's birthday was coming up, so we picked up some flowers and pastries to give to them when we met up with them for dinner. In the US, one of my favorite restaurants is a Szechuan restaurant, and I really like la tiji, the spicy cube chicken, so Anthony's grandparents chose this place and ordered it just for me. They gifted us so many fruits, and I was so surprised at how vibrant they were. We woke up and went straight to Sanlitun to get our haircuts. I felt really nervous getting my hair cut because I didn't speak Chinese and everyone was really intimidating, but this was the result. We had lunch and I was fiending for crab roe. It was so delicious at this restaurant. Walking around Qianmen Street, we were just looking at all the shops, and we found this balcony cafe, and I liked people watching from above. We ordered this hawthorn latte and this jasmine passion fruit green tea. One thing I knew we had to do at least once in China was bike. So we biked from Qianmen Street to the mall we were meeting Anthony's grandparents at for dinner. It was a bit scary at times because we were unfamiliar with the traffic, but we figured it out and it was so fun. Honestly, I think it's one of the best ways to see a city. Plus, the bikes are always super accessible. I also really enjoyed just being able to walk places and taking the subway. It was really convenient and affordable and very different than commuting where I'm from. 你好，今天我有榴莲 durian, and we have a whole durian. We're gonna do a taste test. This is Anthony's first taste of 榴莲. Thoughts? Guys can't. Do you like it? Do you need a second bite? So today we found out that Anthony doesn't like durian. We also have a lot of other fruits. But yeah. The Great Wall of China was one of the sights I was most looking forward to. It's the first wonder of the world that I've seen, and honestly, just hearing about it so much as a child and growing up, it just felt so surreal to think that I was finally going to see the Great Wall of China. We bought tickets for the Mutianyu section of the Great Wall. We walked along the Hero's Path for as far as we could, but they were still doing construction on certain parts of the wall to keep it maintained. Honestly, I've never watched this drama, but I wanted to recreate the picture. We saw cats along the Great Wall, and this cat was so adorable. There was also food and water left out for them. We were in a bit of a rush to make it back in time for a dinner reservation, so we only got to take a glimpse of the bird's nest. Anthony planned a surprise dinner for my birthday. There were some interesting statues outside. It was a lovely dining experience. I thought the dishes were so beautifully prepared, and the Peking duck was cut right in front of us. The staff was also very kind and courteous. They even gave me this bowl of birthday noodles. Every time we were in the mall in Sanlitun, we'd pass Butterfull and Creamer's and see a long line outside the door, and I'd always say how I wanted to try it so bad. So Anthony took me here to get my birthday cake. Ni hao, 朋友们. Ni hao, 朋友们. You have to say it with me.
Oh, okay, we can restart.
Ni hao, 朋友们. Why are you laughing? 今天我有 Butterfull and Creamer's 这个岛 cake 蛋糕对不起 oh, this is part of their strawberry series, and there was not a lot left because they were closing in like 30 minutes, but it's okay. Today I had a very, very lovely day, so now I will eat Butterfull and Creamer's. Eat some.
You first.
It's so delish. One on. Anthony's grandparents gave us so many fruits and pastries, which we ate every day for breakfast. Honestly, we weren't sure which part was Tiananmen Square and which part was the Forbidden City, and we were really confused, also because of all the construction that was going on. But we'd definitely recommend doing the guided walking tour in the future. We wanted to keep it light for lunch because we've been having dinner with Anthony's grandparents every day and they were feeding us so well. We were just walking around this mall and this looked like some kind of venue for an event. We came across this inconspicuously labo that had 3 buildings, and we had dinner with Anthony's grandparents for our last night in Beijing. Beijing felt a lot more calm and relaxed. We took things a lot more slowly as we were just sightseeing. There wasn't as much to do in Beijing compared to Shanghai, but it was really nice to get to eat dinner with Anthony's grandparents every night, especially because it had been so long since Anthony last saw them and we didn't know when we'd get to see them again. We headed back early as we had an early flight the next day to Chongqing, but of course we had to get a sweet treat.
I'm gonna get an ice cream.
We were curious to see what McDonald's was like in China. We got 2 sausage egg McMuffins, which were pretty standard, and then we were curious to try the porridge, which surprisingly was really good. That concludes our trip in Beijing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you when we head to Chongqing.